good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the wedding today of Trent Lewis Conlon and Lisa Marie Zions.
I've never been so sure of something in my life. Sure that I'd found not just the one that I wanted to spend the rest of my life with, but the one that would support me, the one that would love me unconditionally, the one that I could see the future with. And I was sure at that point that I wasn't going to give it up.
Now I apologise, Brie, before I say this, because I've got to go and sit back down opposite her. Trent was conceived in a shared tent under the Barcelonian moon. Obviously destined to be a risk taker.
We don't have to try. In the end, we'll be alright. You make it all easy, a life on the brighter side.
Despite his obvious intelligence, Trent didn't really apply himself to school. But he could talk. I often thought he could actually sell coal to Newcastle.
I know you like the back of my hand. There's no one in the world that can give me like you can. Though from time to time it seems nothing goes to plan, I won't wait. Loving you is second nature.
Trent was an avid sportsman. Trying his hand at soccer, no one could talk the opposition off their game like Trent could. I remember when they were playing Champion of Champions, I gave Trent the task of guarding the opposition's best player, and he stuck to him like a blowfly on a hot summer's day. He eventually went off very depressed, unable to get away from this kid that was just talking him to distraction. Then cricket was next, where he delighted in the statistics of the game, even those well before his time that he'd never played in. And then swimming, where he rose to be club captain and then school swimming captain. But his true sporting love was rugby, the opportunity to hit someone hard and only get caught sometimes. That seemed to appeal to him.
As Trent and I started to get to know each other, I learnt a number of things about him. He loves sport. He loves stealing succulent clippings from people's front yards and growing them as his own. He loves being right. Always. He loves same game multis. He loves irrelevant and useless facts. He loves playing online card games and board games on his phone, such a geek. And he has toes that he could pretty much use as fingers. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
Loving you is second nature.
Lisa and I obviously didn't chat much during the first few weeks of meeting each other, as we were sort of just getting to know each other and settling into the Conlon family ourselves. However, I still felt that Lisa was a little bit awkward with me. I naturally interpret this as racism.
It's not a shame, your love is proud to be seen with me.
So on behalf of my beautiful wife Marie and myself, I would like to start with a huge thank you to you, Lisa. You're the one that is tolerant. You're the one who's forgiving. You're the one that is caring, even when he doesn't need it. And certainly doesn't deserve it. You're the one that can motivate him to get off the lounge. Most of the time anyway. You're the one that's prepared to challenge him to be his best. You are also the one that he chose as his partner. And you're the one that stole his heart.
Uncontained, your love is a fire burning bright for me. It's not just a spark, it's not just a flame. Your love is a light that all the world will see. All the world will see. You don't give your heart in pieces. You don't hide yourself
Trent knew Lisa was the one since day dot. He fell in love with how intelligent, caring and supportive Lisa was, despite missing a few amazing opportunities to pop the question. But he finally got the job done. Ladies and gentlemen, I can personally testify in front of you all today that Lisa and Trent are a perfect couple. In Lisa, you will find one of the kindest, bubbly and loving people you'll ever meet. And in Trent, a loyal, honest, warm-hearted gentleman. And even though I thought, how the hell could old mate Fingertoes over here pull this off? They are both fierce, dependable friends to everyone around them, through the ups and the downs for each other and others. They share the same values, morals and family connections, and would honestly go to the end of the world for each other.
Trent and Lisa believe that marriage is founded on sincerity and understanding, tolerance, confidence and trust. They know that it also involves respect for each other as individuals. They believe the qualities that attracted them to each other will now be best developed in a lifetime spent together. And a happy marriage will be a key pillar in their home, a home where there will be love and stability, and where you, their friends and family, will always find welcome, peace and support.
Lisa. I have loved Lisa since the day she was born, but let me share you why I am also proud of Lisa. Firstly, some of you have already know that Lisa is a qualified chartered accountant. I'm immensely proud of her for that achievement. It reminds me that my father was also an accountant, and I suspect this special gene missed a generation. Additionally, she has made excellent career choices. I'm also proud of her attention to detail. One example is the massive spreadsheets relating to organising this wedding. So if there are any marketing people out there, contact Lisa. And lastly, most importantly, I am proud that she has not only found the love of her life, but now married him. Marriage is not only a serious undertaking, it's also rewarding. The key elements of any successful marriage include friendship, love, trust, loyalty, commitment, compromise, and responsibility. If both Lisa and Trent can successfully harness much of the above, then they can expect a long and enjoyable, rewarding marriage. Lastly, to exit stage left, I would like to toast the couple. Please join me today in wishing Lisa and Trent every happiness together in the future. Thank you.
Put your hand in my hand, darling, say go. Keep your eyes on the horizon, stay gold. All I need are your eyes, you're my arrow. Now we're running into the wild.
So Trent's given me about 6 minutes to introduce his speech tonight. But Trent's a real estate agent, so I've chucked 30% on there. And I knew Trent loved me from the very start. One of the first things he said was, are you a taxi driver by trade? Because I can tell by your driving style and braking techniques.
We'll keep running into the wild. We're running into the wild.
I promise that I will love and cherish Lisa. I will always take care of her, and that until the end of my days, she will be the one for me.